Hey guys, welcome to another pickups video. It's been a little while. I think it was sometime early last month when I did my last one. And I've been wanting to do one for quite a while. Well, let's say for a couple of weeks. And had I known that I had as much stuff here to show off as I did, I wouldn't have waited so long. I thought I had 5 or 6 items, but I actually have 8. So, anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. Oh, by the way, if for some reason any of this stuff I showed off in a previous video, my apologies for doubling up. I don't think that any of this stuff has been shown off before. So anyway, let's just get started. Actually, this Season 6 of Castle has been shown in a video when I did my entry in my favorite TV shows about Castle. I did show this off. For some reason I just completely spaced, I think. On the fact that I hadn't done a pickups on this. Sorry about that glare from the TV. Season 6 of Castle. I love Castle. I have all the seasons that have come out now on DVD. So there's that. Next thing I want to show is The Crow on Blu-ray. Now this I got because it was something like $5 at my store that I work at. I've always wanted to see The Crow and maybe the first or second sequel. Maybe all of them, I don't know. But this one is kind of a cult classic that everybody seems to really enjoy, and I'm finally going to get a chance to see it. So $5 for the Blu-ray, I don't think I could go wrong there. Right, here's a couple other, these are like big movie releases I picked up on Blu-ray. First off is X-Men Days of Future Past. Probably my favorite of the 4 movies I saw over the summer, but I think I've mentioned that before. But this was a really good movie. And then I have The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, or Smog, however it's supposed to be pronounced. This is the extended edition. I always wait for extended editions from Peter Jackson movies. The only thing I'm ashamed to say is I have not seen this one or the first one. But I have been picking them up as the extended versions come out. One of these days I'll watch them. Maybe I'll wait till the third one is out and just have a big marathon. This is a more recent purchase. This is How to Train Your Dragon 2 Blu-ray. This one, I want to see this one really bad. I saw the first movie and loved it. I really want to check out this, but I don't know if this is going to end up being a Christmas present for my daughter, so if that's the case, then it will wait until later in the month. If I find out that maybe she's already got it or someone else is buying it for her, then I'm going to crack it open and watch it. Alright, well that's the movies that I've picked up since the last time. I only have 3 games to show off, but they're pretty good ones in my opinion. First thing I have here is Murdered Soul Suspect. This is for the Xbox 360. All 3 of these are. This is a really good game. I'm actually all the way down to like the last act or whatever, the last real segment of the game. But I kind of held off finishing it so I could get the pickups video in for it. Then I could do a little video talking about the game. So I don't want to talk any more about it other than, like I said, it was really good, really underrated. And up next we have The Evil Within. This one I haven't had a chance to play yet, but I had a chance to get this, and I've been looking forward to this one for a while because of all the talk about this being a nice, like, spiritual successor to all the old, like Resident Evil, the survival horror games of the past. Because this, I don't know if his name is on here, so I can't recall the name of the guy off the top of my head, but is essentially the guy who was the head of development for all the original Resident Evils, I think up until 4, and then who decided to come back and kind of do his own modern take on that kind of game. Now, I've heard reviews all over the place for this. Some people who said it was great, others who said it was exactly not what it was advertised to be originally. But I'll just leave that up to my own playthrough. The only thing I'm worried about is that it's supposed to be really difficult. So that ought to be fun. Some of those older survival horror games were difficult to me back in the late 90s. But I had the luxury of popping a Game Shark in and just going to town with it. So I don't think I have that luxury now. But Evil Within, that'll be another time down the road. Other than finishing Murdered Soul Suspect, my current game that I am trying to play and enjoy is Far Cry 4. And in the last pickups video I mentioned that I had hoped I would be able to get it day one. Well, I was about 4 or 5 days after its release I got to pick it up, but I just couldn't resist, and I had some extra money, so I made it happen. This is the limited edition and the Walmart edition that has some extra single-player missions, the Impaler harpoon gun, and then the access to the exclusive Sandman 1911 pistol, which I've already had a chance to play with in the game. I like it, but I'm not much of a guy on like ranking weapons. Just if a weapon is strong and I can shoot steady, I'm cool with it. But like I said, I have started to play this, played a few missions, explored a little bit of the map. It's huge, it's awesome, it's very, very much like Far Cry 3. I have heard some people call it Far Cry 3.5. Whatever, I don't care. I've said this for years, and I'll say it for years. If a game is good, there's no reason whatsoever for anybody to go and change the formula up for the next game. Give me more of what made the last one great. Far Cry 3 was amazing. Far Cry 4 so far just feels like more of the same, and that's awesome to me. Well, that wraps up my pickups for the recent month and a half-ish. So we'll see when the next one happens. I think I've said this a couple of times, but I don't foresee a lot of purchases on the horizon for me. Maybe a few things here and there, but this is good for a while. So whenever the next one is, hope you enjoyed. Happy gaming, happy collecting out there, and we'll see you next time.